Today we're venturing into an abandoned zoo in California, said to be haunted. Let's uncover the secrets hiding in the shadows. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of background before we get there while we're driving. Opened in 1912, the Griffith Park Zoo was one of LA's first attempt to create a wildlife sanctuary. However, as time passed, its reputation soured. This small informational booth marks the entrance of the enclosures. It hints at the history of the animals that once lived there, including a polar bear and a camel. If you'd like to pause to read for a moment, please go ahead and do so. So this area right here is basically where the animals were kept. Their massive presence confined within these stone walls. Now the enclosure is a canvas of graffiti. Perhaps the most chilling tales come from the enclosures themselves. Some say late at night you can hear the mournful cries of animals long gone. As I stepped closer, I noticed graffitied covered stairs, but they were pretty much gated off, preventing any type of access. Peering into the enclosure, I felt strangely uneasy. The ceiling loomed above, and despite its abandoned state, the stones seemed pretty remarkably well preserved, as if frozen in time. I couldn't help but wonder, how people managed to climb those rocks to leave their marks. It seemed impossible, almost as if the walls had a will of their own. As I wandered a bit further, I noticed something new. This fence is actually new. When I visited in 2020, there was no gate, and I could freely step into the now restricted space. And those gates right there, I was able to go inside. But now there's that big black gate around it. But I was able to go inside these right here. It's pretty overgrown. There's two of them, so this is the second one right here. So weird why they would fence us off. There's some more graffiti, more dead branches. I don't know why they would fence it off. I was able to go there. I was able to get in there in 2020. So this right here is literally right on the top before we go on to the trail. There's a couple people there while I was there. Look at that graffiti there. But none of this was blocked off when I went last time. And maybe something happened and the city was like, okay, we're gonna put a fence up. But in 2020, I don't remember this being I wasn't able to get into it. So there were a few stories that I heard about Griffith Park. Let me talk about a few of them. Griffith Park itself is said to be cursed. There's a legend that in the 1860s, a woman named Donna Petronelia, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, she was enraged after her family's land, which is Griffith Park, was unjustly taken, and then she just casted a curse on the property itself. Like fires, accidents, and unexplained phenomenon. The zoo nestled within this land is thought to have inherited the curse. Look at all that graffiti. So trippy. That is so trippy. When I was there though, it was a little bit scary. I was a little spooked out. Even though people were around, I was still kind of spooked. So this part coming up was kind of trippy. See the spray paint X's and then the arrows pointing to the door. I was like, what the heck? Some of the graffiti is pretty cool. But then there's another staircase. I don't know if that's how they fed the animals or what. Pac-Man. Pretty cool. I was wondering what these pulleys were for. I don't know what they would have used them for. I don't know. Kind of interests me a little bit. So there's another story, one of the most persistent stories of a phantom zookeeper. A man who supposedly worked at the zoo during its early years. Visitors have reported hearing footsteps going through the empty enclosures, and I'm telling you guys right now, when I was down in those enclosures in the beginning of the video, it was pretty eerie. That's why I didn't go into the other like 3 enclosures, because I did feel a little spooked out. Some people have even said they saw like a shadowy figure patrolling the grounds. I just can't. I'm not gonna go into those enclosures again. No, not doing it. So this is just a trail that I found as I was walking. The main trail is kind of like let out, so I was like, I wonder what this is about. So that's where I entered into this trail back there. These are the reasons why I came back here, because I saw these little things. If you guys know what these are, please go ahead and comment down below. I do not know what these things are. This right here, if anybody knows what those are, go ahead and comment down below. This part I thought was pretty cool. Coming across it, I don't know what this was. I'm hoping to like maybe update this video and put some photos if I find any. I would have went down it, but it was getting pretty late, and in California right now, well, where I'm at, It gets dark really early ever since the time change. So I wasn't sure where this trail led to. So I didn't go down it, but I did want to go down it. Today, the abandoned zoo is a peculiar blend of history and mystery. Its crumbling structures stand as a monument to a bygone era, while its haunting stories continue to draw those brave enough to explore it. Whether the tales are rooted in fact or fueled by imagination, one thing is certain. The old Griffith Park Zoo is a place where the past lingers and the shadows seem to have a life of their own. So here's another story that I heard in the recent years. Paranormal investigators and ghost enthusiasts have basically flocked to the site. While some leave disappointed, others have captured unexplainable phenomena, orbs of light floating in the cages, disembodied voices on audio recordings, and sudden cold spots even in the hottest summer days. So right here, we're actually on the bottom of where the trail that I didn't get to go down. I guess it leads directly to where the entrance is. So if I would have went down the trail, I would have ended up right here. I'm gonna end this video right here, guys. If you enjoyed the video or found it interesting, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Your support helps bring more cool videos just like this. Have a good one, guys.